Welcome to this edition of At the Mic. I'm your host, Keith Malinak. This week I talked to my friend Amie Wohrer, who I met through the show Pat Gray Unleashed. That's my day job. That conversation is next. First, let's talk about the flavor of fall. You know what I'm talking about. Pumpkin spice. American Pride Roasters Coffee has you covered when it comes to that pumpkin spice flavor in their first Thanksgiving blend. Even if you aren't normally a big pumpkin spice fan, I'm telling you, APR coffee is worth a try. I love this stuff, and it's perfect for this time of year, especially Thanksgiving. And speaking of Thanksgiving, which is going to be here before we know it, did you realize that Abraham Lincoln declared Thanksgiving a national holiday back in 1863? And Sarah Hale, who wrote Mary Had a Little Lamb, had tried to get it made into a national holiday for 17 years before it finally happened. How cool is that? Wow. Well, get ready for the holidays right now by heading to aprcoffee.com. Get the first Thanksgiving blend into your cart. And then at checkout, be sure to use promo code ATM. You're going to get 10% off your entire purchase. That's aprcoffee.com, promo code ATM.
You're listening to At the Mic with Keith, an independent podcast production.
Amie Wohrer is a friend of mine who I met through my real job as the executive producer of Pat Gray Unleashed. It's a show that I do over on Blaze TV and radio. Well, recently, Amie visited Dallas and we sat down. We had a conversation about, baked goods, how she wanted to be a radio DJ at one point, and somehow fire ants have worked their way into the discussion for a second consecutive week here on At the Mic. Our conversation with Amie Wohrer, it starts right now. Now, what were you telling me how I can remember how to pronounce your last name?
Yes, it's Wohrer, like Braveheart, freedom and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
Except I'm not that brave, but...
You're not that brave?
No.
I don't know, you're currently in the middle of basically a cross-country trip. That's pretty brave.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in here all the way to Dallas. I appreciate it.
Sure. This is great. The studio's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's especially on the weekend when no one's here.
Yeah.
Then,
nice and quiet.
So you and your kids are kind of making a nice little getaway right now, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Just getting out of Ohio and seeing what it's like where it's 101 degrees.
I was about to say, you picked the perfect time of year
I know.
to drive to Texas and Louisiana. Oh, yeah.
It is. I actually got a sunburn in the car yesterday when we entered Texas.
Oh, no.
I mean, I've got parchment skin, so that's not saying much, but there's a lot of sun.
Okay. All right. So you came down here, and I guess one of the big stops you're going to make is New Orleans.
Yes, we're headed there next.
Wow.
Yeah. My daughter's been there. This will be her third time there. I've never been.
Oh,
so
is she like a big fan then?
She loves it. She wants me to go on a swamp tour. I said, no, I can't do that. It's too hot.
Oh,
mosquitoes, no.
Wow. What's her fascination with New Orleans then?
I don't know. Just maybe the way it feels there or the way it looks or I don't know.
Well, I tell you what, you visiting there in the middle of summer. Has she ever been there in the middle of summer?
She has.
Oh my goodness.
She has. I think I'm going to be visiting the inside of the Airbnb we're renting. I think that's going to be my contribution to the trip.
And then now this will probably post after summer and people will be like, what are you talking about? It's totally fine right now. Yeah. No, right now it's over 100 degrees down here and it's not the best time. You were born in London. That is amazing.
Ohio. Yeah, it's kind of a letdown.
And that's where you basically spent your life then, Ohio?
Yeah, it was always around that area. Yeah, London, Ohio.
What's it like growing up in Ohio?
It's not, I mean, it's kind of boring. It's kind of quiet. We were in the area that's a little bit more mild as far as people are concerned. I was in a farming community, nothing too crazy. And, when I was younger, I was like, I can't wait to get out of this town. And then as I've revisited, like my uncle died a couple years ago. So I went back and all the farmers were there. And I just thought to myself, this is a really good place. London, Ohio is a great place.
That's cool because it seems like Ohio gets a bad rap. And the same way New Jersey does. In that I used to just have the stereotypical view of New Jersey and a guy who was born and raised there, said, no, get out west. It's so much better in Western Jersey. And I was like, okay, whatever, dude. And then we ended up living in Western Jersey because, that's how karma works, Keith. And it's true. It's like a tale of two states.
Yeah.
I get that same impression with Ohio. I hear about nice rural areas as opposed to, look, everyone, the river is on fire in Cleveland.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
it seems like it's two different worlds, right?
Yeah, it is absolutely. The more northern you get, they even speak a little differently than we do. And then when you get, like, I was watching a video online the other day, and it said that, like, from the central part up, we say Ohio. But then as you get closer to Kentucky, they say Ohio. That's how my grandpa grew up in Kentucky and moved there to Ohio in 8th grade. And that's how he said Ohio. He said Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah.
That's how I would say it if I grew up there for sure. Yeah. So you have a brother.
Yes, I do. Tyler. Mm-hmm.
Did he stay in Ohio?
He's still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go.
He's there right now.
All right. Were you guys close growing up?
Yeah, we were.
Cool.
Yeah, we've got 10 years between us.
Oh my gosh. What?
Right. Yeah.
Wow. So who's older?
Me.
Oh, my bad. Don't ask that question, Keith. Okay. All right. Did you pick on him? Did you beat him up a lot?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit.
did.
Not too much.
Totally did. So, but your earliest memory is when this is kind of a scary question to ask. You were 2 years old shopping for a bikini?
A binky. No, not shopping. I was.
Oh my
this
gosh.
is the weirdest.
Hold on, time out. I got to put my glasses on. It's going to be a glasses day. Because I'm reading this email, I'm like, okay, I don't know about this question. Oh, yeah, it says binky.
Binky,
I see
yes,
that.
not
okay,
bikini.
Wow.
And I think I was under 2. I really do. But
Yeah.
anyway, I remember crawling out of my crib, and I got onto the dresser next to the crib, and then I kind of snuck out into the hall and went under my grandma's bed, and I was looking for my binky.
Yeah.
Because I wanted that thing, and they took it away. And I sucked my thumb until I was 11 years old.
Whoa.
I needed something. Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm stuck at a 2-year-old looking for a 2-piece.
Yeah.
So sorry about that. Okay. How about your kids though? Did they? Well, I don't want to embarrass them. They're two very nice, charming individuals here, and it was a pleasure meeting them. I don't want to embarrass them, but did they have a thing for binkies and sucking thumbs for a long time too?
Not the thumb, but the binky. Yeah. And I kind of wish they would have been thumb suckers because the binky gets lost, it gets dirty.
Oh my gosh, yeah. My son used to strategically place them all around the house.
Yeah. But at least they've got good immune systems, you know.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. No, dude, he'd start crawling under something like, what are you doing? And he had like a squirrel tucked away a pacifier, in this weird corner of the house. And we're like, Ezra, come on, man. So, yeah, we've been there. We know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you took one class in college.
I did public speaking.
And why did you decide to take that?
I have no idea.
How long ago was this?
Like 10 years ago. Yeah, all the kids were really little, and after that was over, I said, I just can't. There's too much chaos. So, but I did well. I aced it.
Okay.
So
because you make videos. You have a YouTube channel.
Yep.
And like, what's a shortcut to get to it? Is there? How's that
I don't know.
work?
Amie, what's her face is pretty. Or Amie Warrior, my last name. I'm the only Amie Warrior on earth, by the way. Do you know that?
Wow.
With my spelling. Yeah. Yep.
Wow. So, which is spelled?
AMIE WOHRER.
Oh, hang on a second. There you are. Okay. So, do you have all the links then on your Twitter, for example? Yeah, I see this now.
Yep, I've got some things there.
All right, very good. Because so if people want to check out your YouTube channel, it's linked in your bio there.
Yeah, I need to get a little better at the interwebs. Not so great.
Yeah. So AMIEWOHRER.
Yep.
And so did the public speaking classes or class, did that help you do stuff like that?
Oh, yeah. I think it did. Absolutely. I mean, it wasn't a huge class, but yeah, I had to give like a presentation where I demonstrated how to make my cookies. And I used to enter contests at the fair, and I won a lot.
Oh, yeah?
I did.
What's your best dish?
Probably my chocolate chip cookies are what people tend to like. And I have a couple of cookies that I've got one I call a double butter. It's like super buttery and salty and sweet.
Didn't bring any.
I know. Well, I don't have a kitchen. We're in a hotel room.
You were at your house 2 days ago.
They can't be stale, Keith.
Okay. So you may be the only Amie Warrior on the planet. Did you know that there is another Keith Malinak on the planet?
No, there is.
Is that not the most... and we're not even related. It's
Really?
the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard.
Wow.
So I get this kid's email, like sometimes, because he set up an email account that is so similar to mine that I don't even understand it. Even when people type in the email address that's mine, but they're addressing it to him, it is maddening.
That's weird. It's
Now,
like
I did
kismet.
reach. I got an email though from his dad once, and you could tell it was his dad. The contents of the email.
Yeah.
And so that really cut down on the emails that I was getting. Like I was getting emails from his dating profile.
Oh my gosh.
But I emailed his dad back once, and I was like, bro, can you talk to your son? And I said, like, and good luck to him getting that teaching job you're recommending as well. Yeah, no, because seriously, it was just getting ridiculous, you know? And I still get, by the way, Hilltop Honda, somewhere in New Jersey. Yeah, me and this other Keith Malinak lived in New Jersey at the same time, too.
Oh my gosh.
Hilltop Honda, this isn't the Keith Malinak you're looking for.
Jeez.
Please stop.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. He's good at karate, though. I know that.
Oh, wow. Well, then maybe you should take on his identity for that.
Yeah.
Cred. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so you would like to do some acting, right?
Yeah, I've done a little bit. I enjoy really any kind of talent work, anything talenty. Yep.
Do you want to do like live stuff, like theater or
Theater. I did theater, and I think I did a pretty good job. I was in Steel Magnolias. I played Malin for a college.
I still have to watch that movie.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And
Right.
are we still on Indiana Jones? You still not?
Not really. I mean, it's been
Wow.
on. Like I have been in the room while it's been on probably 24 times.
Yeah,
in my
I've got
life.
a couple of those too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Just well, I mean, I know the story. I've seen all of the movie, just not from beginning to end in one
in
sitting.
chunks. Yes, you've seen it in
yeah,
chunks. Yeah,
that's true.
I get it.
And by the way, most of the people probably listening to this conversation today probably know you. I would assume. I'm just going to assume know you through Twitter.
Through Twitter, yeah.
And I should have. See, if I were good at this, then I would have said at the onset of this conversation, I'd be like, hey, a lot of you people know her from Twitter. She's Pat Head, listens to Pat Gray Unleashed on the Blaze. Here she is. But I didn't do that.
It's okay.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
But yeah, I mean, that's how I know you.
Yes.
Is through those channels. And you're very active on there.
Very.
A little snarky.
Yeah, a little
on there.
bit. Sometimes. Sometimes.
What do you mean sometimes? I'm scrolling through your tweets right now. I'm just gonna try to find some. I mean, that's some good stuff. No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, because I mean, you post some really good stuff.
Oh, thank you.
It's just you post so much that I don't catch half
I know,
of it.
I do. I've got a problem. Hey, I
You and me both.
coined a new word
Yeah?
the other day. Test to cry.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
I'm really proud of that one.
Has to cry?
Test to cry. And we all know why.
I'm afraid that this show may lose its family rating if I ask for a definition. Test to cry?
The January 6th Commission. Test to cry.
Oh,
Not yeah. See, I am so much purer than you are.
Oh, definitely.
That my mind didn't even know what you meant. Yeah.
Yep, because I'm a bad person. Okay, now, so you considered being an archaeologist?
No, I didn't consider. I
What?
wanted to.
do
I
you
wanted to
mean?
dig things up and find old things. Like those costumes out here, I wanted to touch them.
Of course, you didn't because you're such a good person, as we just established.
I would never, ever
Right.
do that.
You don't want to do that. Did you want to be a radio DJ as well?
I did. That was as I got a little older when I was in my teens. Yeah, I would stay up late and call the DJs and talk to them.
Oh, they
and
love that.
I bet they do.
Oh, they love that. Yeah. No, so like, would you be the person who requests the same song every hour?
No, I didn't. I would call and request a song as an excuse to talk to the DJ.
Oh no. Wait, did you think DJs were cool?
Even better. Yes, I did. I absolutely did.
And when did your world get shattered? When did you have that realization like, oh my gosh, these guys are losers?
I still think they're cool.
Oh.
I still think they're cool.
Okay. All right. Very good. I mean, because I was in the same boat growing up. I would call the DJs. I would bug them. That's what I wanted to do. And at some point, it was it was with the discovery of Rush Limbaugh, where my career choice, of course, I really wanted to do sports.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know my own story.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, I don't know. I don't know my own timeline. When I wanted to do music, when I wanted to do sports, when I wanted to do politics and stuff.
And
But
I heard you say to Pat that during your At the Mic with him that you used to record yourselves.
Oh, yeah.
I used to do that.
Yeah, you still have the tapes?
No, but I used to do it on my little Fisher Price.
Yeah.
Tape
See,
recorder.
and I'm just torn on whether I want to own those tapes or burn them in a fire.
Right.
In a ceremonial
Keep 'em.
goodbye. Yeah. Because like I've also referenced on this show is me and my kids have recently listened to some old college tapes of mine and not good at all. Not good at all. It comes up often when they're trying to mock me. So commercial jingle writer, like is this again... Look, you answered the questions. I'm only bringing up the answers
It's a weird combo. So when I was in the 4th grade,
Okay.
my teacher, Mr. Spradlin, who was my favorite teacher,
Mm-hmm.
he gave us an assignment to come up with a product and make a commercial for it.
Nice.
And so I wrote the jingle, I wrote the little script, and we recorded it. And it was at that point that I said, kind of with my ability at that time, I said, I want to be the person who makes these songs and who makes the billboards, who says what's going to be on the billboards, you know. So I always wanted to be involved in something along those lines.
Yeah.
Where and that kind of goes along with talent work. You know what I mean? Just coming up with that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
See, because I think my son, going back to him, would be really good at that because he comes up with these annoying, catchy, but still annoying jingles and catchphrases and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you need to get paid for this.
Right, yeah.
Don't just sit around, irritating the whole family with them. Go and sell this idea.
Right.
So you should pursue that.
Yeah.
Because if you got a gift, and there are still jingles from my youth. Listening to the radio and stuff that I hear in my head during if I'm trying to sleep, it's 1 a.m.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Why
absolutely.
am I hearing it's 4801 Buford Highway?
Oh, is that one from around
Oh,
here?
yeah. No. When I grew up in Atlanta, that's 4801. That's,
Oh, my gosh.
It's bad. Wallpaper Atlanta has been out of business for 30 years. I still
you
hear
still got
their
the
jingle in my head,
Oh,
too.
wow.
Okay. Let's see here. Now, your grandparents,
Yes.
your great-grandmother have had the biggest impact on
Yes.
you. How so?
I spent the summers with my great-grandma, Etta.
In Ohio?
Yep. And she was a very good woman, and her kids, my great uncles and aunts, were always around, and my grandma was her daughter. And so I was always around them. Every Thursday we'd go to the grocery store, and it was exciting. I know this sounds boring, but and we'd go to the Dixie Drive-In in London and eat lunch.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah.
Very good.
That was exciting for me.
Summers with grandparents are the best.
Yeah.
Like, I remember Nana and Papa getting out there and playing wiffle ball with me.
Yeah.
All summer long. And you just think back to those memories, like, wow, they used to could really move around, even for old people back then.
Yeah.
And so I shouldn't complain about anything.
And they were eating whatever they wanted. They were eating all the bacon, all the stuff, and they were perfectly fine, but they were physically active. I guess that's probably why they were all right,
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah, good memories. It's really good when your kids, or in this case, you and I, we could grow up in such close proximity with those influences.
Yes,
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you've got 5 kids of your own.
Yes, I do.
And they range from 23 to 15.
Yes.
Does time not fly?
It
or
does.
What?
It absolutely does fly.
So I just
incredible.
met the 17 and 15-year-old,
Yes.
correct? Okay, very good.
Yep.
And what are your kids' names if you want to share them
They
with us?
are Vincent, Madeline, whom you met, Etta, who's named after my great-grandma,
Nice.
and then we've got Solomon and Lydia.
Very cool.
Vince, Etta, Madeline, Lydia, Solomon.
Okay.
I do that in order, but yeah.
Now, you mentioned that the scaredest you've ever been is when one of your sons had cancer.
Yes, Solomon, you met him.
Oh, my gosh.
He was diagnosed in January of 2014 with Ewing sarcoma in his jaw. And it's not only is Ewing's a rare cancer, but when it's in your jaw, it's even rarer. And actually, there's a pathead, Nick, and this is like weird, who had the same and in his jaw.
Wow.
And so we've communicated on
that's
Twitter,
what he had.
because he's had the same. They had to remove the mandible, and that's what Solly had to have done. And then a year later, Solly.
I can't imagine
Yeah,
having
it was-
a situation like that with one of my children.
Yeah. Right. I know.
And you said a year later? What?
A year later, he was diagnosed with leukemia because the treatments from the Ewings had caused that. Yeah. So, but he's healthy now. He's healthy now. He's 17. And he's doing great.
Man.
So, yeah.
Boy, life is unpredictable, right?
Yep, it sure is.
Yeah. You mentioned earlier that you're good at baking.
Yeah, I like it.
Particularly cookies. That you didn't bring.
Well, you guys have Kexi now, so.
What? Pat doesn't share with me? Okay, so, but also, in addition to the hobby of baking, you like to take pictures?
Yes,
Like, what do
very
you take
much.
pictures of? Like scenery and stuff like that?
Yeah,
or?
sunset, sunrise, plants, things like that. Blaze Studio.
Yeah, Play Studio. Oh, no. But one of these other hobbies that you mentioned was fishing. I mean, I am terrible at fishing. What's the trick?
I wouldn't say I'm great at it,
Okay.
but I love the idea that maybe something is going to pull on that line. It's
Yeah.
so exciting. Yeah. So.
But if you're like me, you spend all day and literally nothing happens at all. And then when the day is over, you look back and you say, I could have been doing this. I could have done
know.
this. I could have paid bills and felt more accomplished with my day than
Yeah.
sitting out here doing nothing with the fish, doing nothing in return.
But if you catch something, it's worth it. It's like gambling. It's kind of like gambling. Instead of wasting money, you're wasting time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, I enjoy. Check this out. Even if this is going to be, okay, you might have a problem if your name is Keith and you're about to say what you're about to say. I think that I would, I got to follow me here.
Okay.
I would rather take $100 to a casino, spend all day losing it,
Yeah.
than sit on a boat, spend nothing at all. Let's just say it was paid for. And I'm out there staring at a fishing line disappear into the water and get nothing happening with that line all day. I would rather be $100 lighter at the end of the day of gambling than to be $0 lighter after sitting on a boat all day with nothing happening in return.
And you're smart because you can't get time back, so that's smart. But also, I'm not on a boat because I've got to have shade and I can't swim. Yeah, I would die.
So you stay on the land.
Yeah, I would either die by sun or by water.
Okay.
If I were in a boat.
Well, still,
So,
boat, land, either way, fishing.
yeah.
Eesh.
it's fun.
And it's so gross and it's hot.
You know what I
And
do? I
bugs
wet
are
down
everywhere.
paper towels and I fold them up and I put them in a Ziploc bag. We're all very prepared. Hand sanitizer, because I can put the worms on, but I
Okay.
got to clean up.
Is that the best kind of bait? Live worms?
It's just what I do. I mean, I could make dough balls that stink and all that stuff, and use some chicken blood or whatever, curdled chicken blood. But worms are just less stinky.
You know, the thing that I've always wondered about is, you go to these places and they're like, hey, here, put a quarter in the machine and drop some dog food. And then the fish just go
like
right
fur,
to
yeah.
the surface. If you could get that dog food somehow to be attached to that hook,
Yeah.
game on, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So what? Oh, I just thought of something.
You could
No.
crush them up, make them into a powder, make a dough ball out of them,
No.
like use them.
No, I got it. Do they not make dog food like little kibbles that are almost like
little bigger?
mini donuts?
Yeah.
Okay, then you
do
just put
that.
about 10 of those on your hook, bend the hook so they don't. Oh my gosh, we got this.
But when
What?
it gets wet, it's gonna go bye-bye.
See, I don't.
Yeah.
And this would be my day on the lake.
Yeah.
I'd be out there with only that and nothing happening.
And you just keep putting them on, like, what happened?
Yeah,
to them?
wait,
Where'd it
something
go?
keeps taking all of the, something's biting the food, but I'm not here, I'm not feeling anything. And it turned out,
Right.
no, it's just dissolving in the water. Yeah, that would totally be me. Okay, so you mentioned alternative music as your
Yes.
favorite musical genre.
Yes.
I would agree with that. I'd say the 90s was the best decade.
Yeah.
But I will also say that recently, my kids and I, we stumbled onto Sirius XM, Channel 9 is 90s, and they were doing a countdown of 1993.
Oh.
And I said, kids, you're about to hear some awesome music. This was right in the prime. I
Yeah.
was a junior, senior in high school. This is my music, guys. 1993. And I swear, we heard like the last 20 songs of the countdown, and I liked maybe 2 of them.
Oh, jeez.
And so I realized, oh my gosh,
It wasn't that great.
no, it was great.
Uh-huh.
It's just that my tastes apparently have always been outside the norm.
Okay, you might have too. I mean, I liked Pearl Jam and Soundgarden, and I
Yeah.
did like those types of the grungy.
And they weren't on this list.
Oh, they weren't.
Yeah,
oh,
no, it was more like
what the heck?
It was more urban and hip hop type influence, and I thought there was literally the only 2 songs on there, like the last 20 that we heard, that was any good. It was there was a Duran Duran song, "Come Undone," which was excellent, and there was one other one, and other than that,
And this is an alternative station?
this was Channel 9. This was the '90s channel on Sirius.
Wow.
This is the top countdown, top songs of 1993. Yeah. So I felt like, wow. My memory was a little different.
You know, alternative music now is not alternative. We have a local alternative station in Ohio that I listen to. It's been around forever, and that is not alternative music.
Yeah?
It sounds like pop. It does not sound different in any way from...
Yeah, when people ask me, like, what's my favorite kind of music, I really don't know how to answer that. Because it's just bands that I like, you know?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There are no genres anymore.
I like a lot of different types of music, yeah.
So
but if I had to be locked in an elevator
right,
and I had to choose what type I'd probably go with alternative. Yeah, and probably 90s.
What's your favorite band?
I don't know. I've got so many. I mean, right now I really, really like Queens of the Stone Age.
Okay.
Yeah. They're awesome.
See, I've found myself trapped in MRI machines before.
Oh, yeah. Solly knows all about that. They ask him what movie he wants to watch.
Right. They've got MRI machines with movies?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yep.
I got to get a better doctor. I only get the music choices.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh. So wait, is it like in the tube? There's like a screen above you?
I think that's how they, Or he put something on maybe. I can't.
Wow.
I've never actually seen him go into it, so I don't know. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember one time a doctor, I was about to go under the knife, and he asked me, what kind of music I want to listen to. It really didn't matter because I heard 3 notes of a Collective Soul song, and then I was out.
Right.
Let's see here. Last book you read, Screw Tape Letters. It's a good one. Mm-hmm. Your favorite book, The Hiding Place.
Hiding Place, yeah.
Corrie ten Boom. Mm-hmm. Have not read that one, but I do know the story. Yeah. Don't tell Glenn Beck, my employer.
Okay.
I think he assumes that everybody's read that book.
Oh, yeah.
That works in this building.
Like Bonhoeffer, he probably is. Have you read Bonhoeffer?
Yeah.
I have it. I've played with it.
Yeah.
There are words that are just not used anymore. And so I write them down and I'm like, I'm going to look these up. And so I don't even know what I read. You know what I mean? It's
right.
like, okay.
Yeah. And the problem with me is that I used to be a much bigger reader than I am now. But now I'm so tired at the end of the day that I'll open a book and it's
yeah, me too. I go to sleep. I know.
So if I'm not reading it with my kids
Yeah.
for homeschooling purposes,
Like
I'm
out loud
probably
or-
not reading it lately. I'm a bad person. So, okay, your favorite app. I didn't even realize this was a thing. I should probably try to download it right now. There's a Jeopardy app?
Yeah, I used to get up every morning. I've gotten out of the habit, but I used to get up every morning and go on Jeopardy and play and answer the questions. But I did not spend money. There are people who spend money
Oh, no.
so that they can go further. No way. No, because that's cheating.
Okay.
You have to get ahead because you were just so good and got so many things right.
I'm installing it right now. And it's good to see Alex Trebek's face again.
Yeah,
Man,
it is.
I miss him. Just
too.
such a good guy that
was.
this world at this particular point in time could use. Right? Oh,
Yes.
my goodness. But so you enjoy the trivia games then? Or?
I do. Oh my gosh, Trivia Pursuit's my favorite board game. Love it. I've always liked trivia.
So you like board games or just trivia stuff more?
Just Trivial Pursuit. Yeah,
Okay.
board games, I mean, I don't know.
I used
hard.
to have a rule in my house that if you're going to bring a new board game into this house, you got to get rid of 3 others.
Yeah, oh my
It's a
gosh,
3
they
for 1.
collect. They just add up.
And I didn't enforce that rule. And now our house is just a sea of board games that never,
Yes.
ever get played.
Ever. No. Mm-mm.
The closet space that it takes up is valuable real estate.
Yes.
We don't. You know what? We could do this. My family could literally have a yard sale, and the only thing for sale would be board games.
Board games,
and we'd
yeah.
still take the entire driveway. I can't. I don't like board games.
Yeah, I just like Trivial Pursuit. And honestly, I like to just have my kids ask me questions.
Yeah.
I don't even need the board part. Just ask me the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. They do nothing for me.
I like Connect 4. That's fun.
Because it's got a point and it's over quickly. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
you can
Like
see
boom,
the end.
ching, ching,
Yes.
ching, ching, ching. All right, we're done now.
Right.
And you could play 20 games if you want to, or you could play one and be like, I'm done here. As opposed to committing to something like Risk, where it's like, I don't know, block out the next 3-4 months.
Right.
And we'll
yeah.
get back to you.
I mean, we have Twitter now. We don't need to.
That's right. Jigsaw puzzles. I can't stand those either.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do them very often.
I mean, there's some people that are probably listening right now that just think it's the greatest thing. And
it's so tedious, and then you've got to leave it out, and you've got to be careful, and it's just a pain in the butt.
Thank you.
There's always a piece missing, and it's always an edge or something that's, yeah.
Boy, what's the quality control like at these jigsaw puzzle places? Do they typically?
Oh my
lose
gosh, I can't
pieces?
even imagine.
That's what I need to. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
When we're done recording this, we've got to find out how's a jigsaw puzzle made.
Right. Yeah.
Because I bet it's not that fun. I bet it's just literally a cardboard
Just something-
picture and like a jigsaw comes in and just like, man, here's the.
Oh,
pieces.
I'm thinking of the cardboard ones. You're talking the real deal with the wood and stuff.
No, I'm at the cardboard.
Oh, okay.
I'm
It's probably like a thing that just comes down and goes, psst, and it's all done.
I bet every puzzle probably has the same exact shapes of pieces, just a different picture.
Probably.
Oh, my world is ruined.
I bet
now.
it does.
Shoot. Okay. Let's see here. If you could keep 5 possessions, you'd keep your Bible, your recipe binder, your purse,
Yes.
your car, and your pictures. I will
Yes.
say that if you have only your recipe binder, if you don't have a stove or an oven or anything like that, then
But we have fire
okay, we have
in
fine.
nature. We can create that.
Purse,
so.
yeah. It's fascinating how much stuff women get inside.
Everything's
of a
in
purse.
there. My phone, everything. See, that was kind of a cheat.
Oh, that you got a technicality there. Where are
Yeah.
you gonna drive on your car? See, I should have wrote. I sent you this email before I added deserted island. But okay,
Oh,
yeah.
on a deserted island.
People were.
Oh, see, I don't have a boat, so.
You've mentioned the fried bologna sandwich, or is it bologna? Or
We say bologna.
Bologna. Thank you. Okay, then we've got to start spelling it differently.
That's another jingle, by the way, that I still have ingrained in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bologna has a first name.
It's always, yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's your favorite comfort food.
Yes, it is. Fried bologna sandwich.
I've always wanted to try a fried bologna sandwich, but at the same time, I just haven't ever pulled the trigger on that.
Do you not like bologna?
Something must have happened at some point. Because I had it when I was a kid, but it's just kind of not part of my life
Are
anymore.
you from America?
Crap. You got me.
How about hot dogs? Do you like hot dogs?
Yeah, I
it's
like
kind
hot
of the same.
dogs.
Well,
Yeah.
see, it's kind of the same thing.
You know what I've fallen in love with recently are Chicago hot dogs with all the stuff on it, you know?
Oh, like do
Yeah.
they put the coleslaw on it? And
Nah, it was like, I don't know.
that's a West Virginia hot dog.
No, I recently went to a place and I couldn't stop raving about their stupid Chicago hot dog. Now that's all I want every day.
Oh,
It was like relish and onions and stuff. Mustard.
Oh, good. Gotta have mustard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I want right now, actually. Is
Sounds
a
good.
Chicago
We love
dog.
hot dogs.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, this next question. Stop. Please stop. Cross paths with celebrities or famous people. Keith Malinak. Shut up.
Well, I have now. I have now.
Yay. Okay. That's ridiculous, that answer. If you could go back in history and meet somebody, obviously the answer is Jesus, but you're going to have to come up with somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. What would you ask Jesus if you could? Like, okay, there's a question. Yeah. What would you ask Jesus? Because you put that as the answer, so
All right.
what are you going to ask him?
If I could meet Jesus, I would say, what do you want me to do? That's what I would say. Just tell me what to do, please.
Okay.
I need instructions.
Yeah, right.
Clear ones. Like,
yeah.
I got the Bible, but just me, Amie.
Be
Tell
specific,
Amie.
Lord, and don't make it like IKEA instructions either.
Right, yes,
Like, come
please,
on now.
Lord.
I'd probably ask him if his water to wine stuff, if that was, are there sulfites in that wine? Because I can't have it, Lord, and you know this. So
Oh, jeez.
it's got to be fresh. No, okay, so you got to pick somebody else. Can't pick Jesus.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
You can go back, 5 minutes, or you can go back 5 centuries, whatever you want.
I guess I would want to meet. I'm still in the Bible here, but
That's fine. I just said Jesus is off limits.
I guess I'd want to meet Noah and say, what was that like? Tell me
Boy.
what the flood was like.
Right. How hard was it to wrangle all those animals?
Right. What was it like to be that old?
And what was it like when the water started rising and the boat started going up?
Right.
And you're looking back on land and you're seeing all these animals like, yo, what is up?
Right.
Why didn't I get to go, man?
And how awesome was it when you got on, everybody's loading, and all those people who laughed at you, all those people said you were crazy.
Yeah.
The water's going higher.
Who's laughing now?
Right.
Your most embarrassing moment. What is this? You startled someone during an audition?
Oh, Lord. I was
happened?
auditioning for... So I did Steel Magnolias at a college. And anyway, we have this organization in downtown Columbus, and I can't remember what it's called now, Catco, where it's a more professional acting, type theater thing. So I went and I auditioned, and it was for Steel Magnolias, another production of it. And so I did a monologue from Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. And at one point, I was supposed to scream. And there was a kid that was playing the piano because I also had to sing for the audition. So he was sitting there after I had been done singing, and I look over and I forget what I said, and I scream it, and he was so startled, and hey, I got a call back.
All right.
So it worked. Yeah, he was scared. That was embarrassing. I'm loud. I'm loud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you've got to be able to project.
Right.
When you're acting.
I can
right?
project.
Uh-oh. What's the worst role you've ever had then? Like where you're like, man, why did I take this part?
Probably, I had to do this shoot once for a bank, and it was like 90 degrees. We were in the grass. There was the kid was cute but would not stop crying, and it was horrible.
A bank outside?
Yeah. Well, it was somebody's house. It was for a bank, and they wanted posters or whatever.
Okay.
And it was a modeling thing, and it was like a family in the grass, and they just bought a house, and yeah.
Where was this shot in Ohio?
Yeah.
Because whenever I hear of being in the grass, then I think fire ants.
Yeah. Oh,
so
right.
That was an
that's
element.
right.
That wasn't an element you had to worry about. That's good.
We don't have those.
Spend a little bit more time down here, and you'll
See some fire
experience
ants.
it. Ugh. Yeah, you don't want to step on a fire ant mound. That is. I remember Party Foul Steve and our conversation. That's a rite of passage when you're a kid growing up in the South. Is your first experience with fire ants.
And what is that experience? Do they crawl all over you and bite you?
Yeah.
Or?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. What do you do?
You knock them off as quick as you can.
Do a dance?
And then go and try to soak in something or put baking soda or whatever it is. I will say lime juice helps. If you
lime juice.
You keep limes on hand when you're in the South, especially in the summer.
Okay.
Keep them in the fridge there. So when that happens, you can react. But yeah, it's an experience that stays with every kid.
I bet.
It grows.
Are
up
they
in the
little,
South.
teeny ants, or okay?
Yeah, and they're not fun. And you're lucky when you see a mound because then you can avoid it.
Oh.
But sometimes they lay low.
You can't see them.
Yeah, it's not pleasant.
Yuck.
Because I remember when our youngest, when we first moved here, she stood in a fire ant mound. And, well, congratulations. We're not in New Jersey anymore, as you can see. Yeah. So there you go. We'll get back to the conversation with Amie Wohrer in just a moment. But first, I want to tell you how much I love Dr. Monroe's Freeze Gel. I absolutely love this stuff because it works for me. And it works instantly. Last week, I mentioned the K-channel technology. What that does is it repairs damaged nerves and stimulates tissue growth. It is so great. And the Freeze Gel with the cooling menthol from Dr. Monroe's has the same stuff in the Pro 8000 cream, but that cooling effect from menthol, man, I tell you, it's included too, and I just love the stuff, and I hope you'll give it a try as well. Please head to drmonroescbd.com. Take a look at the many products they offer from the Extreme Wellness crew. With every purchase made, 20% goes to help children in need at the Child Help Abuse Hotline. And when you use promo code Keith, that's spelled Keith, over at checkout, you're going to get 15% off. What a deal. please do check out that freeze gel at drmonroescbd.com. Go there today. Use promo code Keith at checkout. So you want to get over to the Middle East?
You mean like Israel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Garden of Gethsemane.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
There's a tree there that I can't remember how many years old it is, but whatever it was, I did the math. And it could have been there when Jesus was there.
Right.
And so that's just fascinating to me.
Right. And there was actually Joseph of Arimathea planted a tree in Britain that somebody recently chopped down.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What in the world is wrong? Ugh, on purpose? They didn't know?
They knew.
Oh my gosh, that makes me mad.
Something like that. Yeah, it's not good. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm not going to Google it right now because that would be, the logical thing to do.
Yeah.
But let's just say yes. So people can Google that
Okay.
on their own. Yeah.
Wow.
What is a secret tour of the pyramids in Egypt? What do you mean?
I want to tour the pyramids, but I don't want a guide. I don't want people telling me what I can and cannot touch. I want to do whatever I want. Yeah. I just want to touch all the things.
But see, if everybody did that, Amie.
But it's just for me. It's just for me.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I'm different.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you're special.
Yes.
I gotcha. So what's next for you? What is it that because you make these videos, people need to check out your stuff, and you're all over social media.
I am now.
You're gonna have to go through these. There's just so much here. I'm gonna let you tell everybody where to find you, because they need to find your videos on YouTube, because you just basically, when you feel inspired to talk
I
about
hear something you guys are talking about. Yeah, probably. Usually,
you're like, I need to speak up.
I need to opine. Yes.
So where do they find you?
Well, you can find me on Twitter. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on TikTok. Don't judge me.
Whoa.
And I am Amie What's Her Face. That's kind of my thing. So it's AMIE and then WHATSERFACE. So we only get one H in there.
Okay.
So yeah. I'm on Facebook, but that's boring real life people that I know stuff and
Wait, that's boring real life people that I know stuff?
family.
Oh, so that's kind of like where you go and just post like tame.
Yes, right.
Like, hey, here's us at the park. Here's us
Exactly.
at the store. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
You got your phone over there somewhere?
I do.
Okay, why don't you let's take a look there and open up your Amazon cart and let's find out what's in there right now, shall we?
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Let's
no.
see.
Hope it's not embarrassing.
It shouldn't be.
Okay.
Now, my kids put stuff in here.
Fishing
sometimes.
bait.
I have 0 items, but I do have saved for later.
Save it for later.
And then you never do, and it just stays there. It's
Yeah.
like my list on like Amazon Prime to watch movies. I put everything in the list because I might want to watch that, and then I can't find anything because there's so much stuff. They need to do something with their list. Netflix does too, because they just put it all in. There's no alphabetical order. There's no rhyme or reason, and you can't find anything. Yeah, I don't like that.
That should be a Amie What's Her Face video.
Yeah.
Rant on
Yeah.
YouTube.
I could do that.
Which again, that link to your YouTube page is in your bio on Twitter.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, I have Instagram too, but it's all Amie What's Her Face. Yep.
You got all these social media platforms. How are you deciding which to put where?
Well, people who know me in real life
Okay. That's a boring Facebook.
follow me on Facebook and Instagram. So I keep it a little bit cleaner there.
Cleaner.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I do put some videos on everywhere. It just depends on what they are. So, because I don't want to soil
Right.
my
You don't want like
childhood reputation.
Right. Okay. So over on Facebook, Amy's fake.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay. All right. So how do you, if you're going to make a video, how do you know to put it on, because I assume you have videos on Instagram. How long can videos be on Instagram?
How long? I don't know what the limit is. I've never had them cut.
Okay,
them,
so like let's say you want to make a video, you want to rant about something. How do you know whether or not you should put it on YouTube, Instagram, or even Twitter for that matter?
Well, Twitter. I mean, I have to be very careful about what kind of opinion I'm expressing because
Right?
they'll just
Don't you
zap
love
you.
that?
Yeah, they'll just get you right off of there. YouTube doesn't know about me, so I've gotten away with some things there. They've got me on copyright a couple times, but they don't know about me.
What do you
I've said
copyright?
things.
Copyright what?
Oh, I made a video last 4th of me burning a mask, and it started out with the Russian national anthem with the mask, and then it went into Jimi Hendrix's version of the national anthem.
Oh, they don't like you.
And they said copyright. Yeah, so it's on TikTok still, but everywhere actually has figured out the copyright.
Now, if you had been burning an American flag, then they would have let it go.
Problem.
They'd been like, oh, sure, artistic expression. That's cool.
Burn away.
Okay, so what have we covered here? Twitter. Twitter, you're right. I mean, I'm surprised I haven't been kicked off there.
Me too.
Right?
I feel like I'm just waiting sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, now we've jinxed ourselves.
Yeah.
And by the time this posts, we won't have Twitter accounts.
And when they ding me, it's like 6 days. Everybody else gets 12 hours. No, I get like 6 days.
Wow.
I don't know. They really, when they realize they don't like me, they really don't like me.
Is there anything that you want to tell other pat heads? Which, by the way, pat heads is the affectionate
I love pat
term.
heads.
Right, that's an affectionate term that was created by Pat Gray's audience, Pat Gray Unleashed on Blaze TV, Blaze Radio, et cetera, et cetera. Is there anything you want to tell the good people that are listening that you know, they're only listening to this podcast because you're the guest?
Yes, that I love you all. All of you pat heads are awesome. You are the best part of Twitter. And I hope we all get to meet sometime. There's a lot of talk about that. We all live everywhere, though. So it's kind of hard to arrange something like that. But
yeah, how would that happen? How would that work?
You would have everyone come here. I've already figured this out in my head.
So here's the plan.
So we're going to have, it's going to be a party. There's going to be some alcohol. It's going to be fun. We'll have a DJ and music.
Here at the Blaze Studios in Irving, Texas? Oh, no.
And I'll make cookies.
Okay.
And get everything, I'll clean everything. I had a cleaning business, by the way, so I'm a really good cleaner. So I'll get everything cleaned and perfect. And, we'll see what happens. I mean.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you guys decide to do that, let me know, and I'll tell management.
Yeah.
To talk to y'all about coordinating that.
Awesome. Yeah.
So you used to have a cleaning business?
I kind of do. My oldest daughter, Madeline, who you met, she's doing it now, and I'm about to jump back in with her and kind of there's a lot of money to be made in the cleaning business, like a lot, when you do big jobs.
Okay, so here's my question. For someone that, because you can attest now to pat heads everywhere, that it's not a bit when the guys make fun of my side of the room over here. I mean, it's
somebody could do some work over there.
I mean, there's a lot of props that I try to hide out of view from the camera that I need easy access to on the fly. When Pat might bring something up, I always want to be prepared, as opposed to, it's down the hall,
you could put a nice bookshelf right there. And all of that could just go on it.
For the record, the Wheel of Cancel here that was provided by a generous Pat head. I was told for the longest time, if I take down the trinket shelf, which I didn't ask for. Okay, so let me back up.
Okay.
They put a little shelf in here for me to put my little trinkets, my little mini helmets, and the alien guy, stuff like that on. Then I said, can we get this mounted on a wall? Okay, they said, yeah, but we're going to have to put it on this wall, but you have to take your little trinket shelf down. I'm like, okay, well, I never asked for it in the first place, but okay.
So
then they came back and they said, oh, we're not actually going to put the Wheel of Cancel on your wall now.
Why
so now
not?
I don't have my trinket shelf, and I don't have Wheel of Cancel mounted, and it sits over there all sad instead of just right here within reach of me like it should be.
So why do they not want to put it there? Is it because they think it won't hold? Or?
I think there was some good structural reason,
stuff.
but not good enough for me.
Okay.
Put my trinket shelf back up there then. But yeah, so I've got a lot of stuff over here, but here's my problem with cleaning services in general. And maybe you can address this so that people will still want to use your daughter's service and stuff like that, is that, and I've been through this, I will omit names to protect the innocent, but then I can't find anything.
Yeah.
If I come home or to my office or something and the cleaning services happen, I mean, that's great. It looks perfect for the picture and stuff, but where's my fill in the blank?
Right. Now, see, I used to call that, I think I used to say, like, do you want any organizational or organizing services or something to that effect, which means I'm going to charge you a little more, but I will put your stuff away, right? I would not want somebody to do that.
Yeah.
Now, if I had to come in and, like, pick it all up and clean under it, then that would probably be like, I don't know, $5 more or something, you know. But I would just, if you said no organizing, I would just lift it up, clean under it, and put it right back.
Huh.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, because like this pile right here, this is temporary. This is all gone at the end of the day.
Okay.
Once I get through.
You carry all that in?
I do.
Every day? Wow.
Every day. This is, yes. So what I'll do is I'll go through this stuff during the day. And then when that pile is gone off the floor, then my day's done.
Right.
And then I know time to get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, that's smart.
But I don't have a good excuse for all the crap over here.
Yeah.
Or over here. Or down here. Or back there. Or right there. Or over there. I don't have a good excuse for all that.
Yeah, I'd say a bookshelf. You could lean it right there on that wall next to you. But the wheel of cancel, I don't know. That's too bad.
Yeah. So there you go.
That's too bad. You can't like hang it from the ceiling or anything.
So did you think that the studio, this room was going to be bigger?
Yes, it looks so much bigger.
Everybody says that. Everybody's like, wow, it looks so much bigger on TV.
It does. It really does. And that's not real. I wanted to.
I know. It's not really brick.
Okay.
It's just, it's a trick, Amie.
It's good for sound or something, right? Is that why it's.
Sure.
Okay. No, or it's just cheaper.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. There you go. Bingo. Yeah. So anyhow, anything else you want to pass along to the Pat Head audience?
Just how much I enjoy them. I really, really do enjoy them. They feel like a family, and I think that they probably would say the same. It really does feel that way.
Absolutely.
So, they're awesome.
Well, check her out. I'm just going to make it easy for them, and then they can branch out from there. But check her out, Amie Warrior, on Twitter.
Okay.
And AmieWohrer.
Yes.
And then from there, you can link to her YouTube. And it's the same handle on Twitter? I mean, on Instagram?
Yep. Amie, what's her face?
Perfect.
Yep.
But don't go to Facebook because she's boring over there.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming in. Thanks for literally going out of your way to come in here.
No, we didn't go out of our way.
Okay, but Texas isn't between Ohio and Louisiana.
Listen, coming to the Blaze Studios for me is part of the vacation.
Yay.
So.
All right. Well, Amie, what's her face? Amie Warrior, thanks so much for stopping by on At the Mic.
Thank you.
It was great getting to know Amie. I like meeting people that normally listen to me on the various shows I'm a part of. It's nice to hear from them as well. I'm so glad she could make it to Dallas for a conversation. Now, one of the things in my role as a producer in the business is I receive pitches for interviews from public relations type people. And here's a funny story. One lady was making a pitch to me, and we ended up talking about guns. And then she mentioned her dad's firearm expertise. And before long, I was telling her that I didn't necessarily want to talk to the people that she was pitching, but I wanted to talk to her dad. And so next week, you will meet my new friend, Tom Russell. Just a great guy. He's very knowledgeable in the realm of firearms. He's been to remote parts of the world. He'll be sure to share those experiences with us when we talk next week here on At the Mic. Until then, I hope you'll go and check out the merchandise available at atthemicshop.com as Christmas approaches. And do consider sharing the website atthemicshow.com with just one other person. That's the ask. Right now, you find somebody in your life that perhaps needs some good conversation in the midst of the chaos that we live through every day in this world. atthemicshow.com. Well, until next week, please go be free, and thank you for listening.
This has been At the Mic with Keith, an independent podcast production. Head to atthemicshow.com for archived episodes, sponsor information, and ways to connect.
Hey, before you go, I gotta tell you, nothing smells like the holidays, like the holiday-themed candle scents from the Goblin Shoe Candle Company. Who doesn't want the home-warming aromas of pumpkin, oranges, chestnuts, figgy pudding, peppermint? My goodness, the list goes on and on. Please head to goblinshoecandlecompany.com. Take a look at their selections. Make sure that you're ready for the holidays that are happening between now and the end of the year. I love these folks. I love their awesome handcrafted candles. You got to check them out for yourself. goblinshoecandlecompany.com.